Gingerbread house.
Gingerbread house for today.
Let's
That's
build
right.
it, man.
Do it, AI.
No kidding.
Right? The gingerbread app.
So go back to the.
Anybody? Anybody?
So you want to? There's this is cool. So I don't know. We're looking at the bottom of Zoom this morning. I noticed that music that was playing when you guys came in. That's on the Zoom apps. That's new. And then you click, and it has who can start a collaboration. All participants
Is that
or
like
host only.
that's not a share screen thing?
No, it's
No.
a collaboration thing with the app. So that's pretty interesting. So if you go back, there's apps, there's music, there's a timer, there's virtual backgrounds, and there's group photos. Take instant, high quality group photos, which is interesting.
Yeah, that is.
So we can go
Oh.
like that.
Oh, okay. Wait, allow. That's
Oh,
terrible.
that is that. That's not there. Oh, it's taking them like that. That's funny.
That's interesting. Okay.
So it's taking a
Retake.
photo, retake, retake. Oh, wow. Okay.
Is it doing everybody individually and then putting them on there? I don't know. Is
It,
it taking one of Brett now?
it took one of Katie.
Hmm.
That's funny.
Scroll back. Oh, I don't know why it has just.
I don't know. There's some
Oh.
new toys there. We need to.
Can y'all see our screen? Like as we're looking at this stuff, or is it just like a mouse moving around?
It's just you guys sitting there as normal.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably not very entertaining.
It says you want to take a group photo.
Yeah, we were looking at it, but then our screen changed when we did that, so I didn't know if y'all could see the same thing we could see.
A lot of weird stuff there. So
Okay, well, there's new stuff in Zoom, just to give y'all a
Well,
heads up.
I
see,
don't know how to get back.
see, it knows you guys were talking about switching the meeting.
Do what?
It knows you guys are trying to switch. That's why.
Right.
Yeah, right. It saw me hanging out. It was like, no, no, I'm who you want. You don't need that meeting.
Check this out.
Okay, cool. Well, does so do are we in the mood to build something and to look at some stuff or any thoughts?
Sure. Let's build
Sure,
something.
let's do something. Fun, All right. Where am I going? Okay. Well, where do y'all want to start? Or do y'all want me to show y'all how I'm working on Albert Einstein? Do we want to do something different?
Let's see. Let's see what you've done for prompts for Albert Einstein. Just so.
No, I haven't gotten that far yet. I've just been
Oh,
uploading the
you're just
knowledge
doing the
base.
knowledge base.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whenever can everyone see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, so I started off with ChatGPT. Um, I don't know if I have that screen open. Oh, I do. Great. Here it is. Okay, so ChatGPT, it's this huge long scroll right here, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing. But the point was, I was excited at the beginning, and it was super messy, and I'm like, just telling it. I just talked to ChatGPT like a human. I was like, look, here's the idea I have. I'm super excited. This is the platform I want to build it on. Here's how I want to build it. Let's go. And so it just, and then it's really good at like, starting to organize you and give you ideas. It's even kind of comical. I think I said talk to the dead person or something like that. And it was like, that's a little edgy. Maybe we should come up with something a little softer. I had asked the dead guy. That's what I had. And so it gave me some recommendations. And I'm not trying to be crude. It's just like, seriously, like talk to it. Just seriously brainstorm with it. There's no judgment here. So what you're trying to do is get your ideas out. And so it just starts sending me down a path. And I decided on Albert Einstein throughout this process. And then it's like, okay, Albert Einstein, let's go that direction. So these are its recommendations. I'm moving fast just to give you an overall 30,000 foot view on it. Okay, build the knowledge base. And I knew that's where I needed to start because no matter what, the app at 95% or the app is at like a 95%, all their apps are when you create them. And ChatGPT, it's really, really good. But if you can put a knowledge base in it, that little 5% makes a huge difference. So that 5% is kind of important to me, especially when you're dealing with historical figures where there's information out there. But I don't want to just go grab garbage. So I had to filter through, and this is what took a while because once the knowledge base is finished, it's really not that hard to get a prompt for it, to keep practicing, to get it where you want it in that format. I think it's important to know what knowledge it's pulling through. I think that part's probably the most important, but that's just me. Everyone's different. So I spent most of the time grabbing the knowledge base, and it was telling me, okay, we're going to go in 3 sections. We're going to go with theories, science and theories, and we're going to go with life philosophy and creativity. And I was like, that's great. So we deep dove just a little bit into these and went into quantum mechanics, went into like some of the papers that he's written. So I grabbed URLs, but I also grabbed PDFs. And I would go, and if I had to make a document, I would make a document. And part of that document, actually, I saved everything on a Google Drive, just in case there's some kind of copyright issues that come up with this. I want to know where I pulled all my information from. So I have his knowledge base right here. These are all the URLs, and then kind of like, this is like sort of where I got it from with the subject matter. You don't have to do this. I just did this because I need to know where it's all coming from because these are historical figures. And if I don't like something, I want to know how to fix it. Okay, so I did also files that were just kind of like quotes from him because I want him to talk like how he would probably talk. Whoops, that's the knowledge base. Let me go back. And so I just grabbed quotes that are famous quotes of what he said and how he responded to things and how he answered questions. And I just plugged those into a document and uploaded those as a PDF, whoops, in the knowledge base also. So if we go into Albert Einstein, and this is, as of right now, you cannot grab multiple knowledge bases per personality or per app. It's one knowledge base, one app, one knowledge base, one personality. They may change that, but as of now, they haven't. So I wanted to have it specific to creativity, his life philosophy, his quantum theory, his theory of relativity. And that would have been a real pain because you can't load up multiple knowledge bases. So I dumped it all into one place. So here are the files. And these are like just different papers that he's written himself. And then these are URLs that I think there's like 23 of them. So let me move our, what?
Let's build him today.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to show them. Am I going a little bit long on this or do y'all want to know more? I'm always going too long for Joey. Joey hates this stuff, so he's not a good determining factor.
No, continue.
Much detail for me.
Okay, so go ahead, Tom, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, continue doing what you're doing.
Okay.
No, Tom.
Stop. Thank you, Tom.
Go get a cup of coffee, Joey.
Okay, did somebody say something?
Get some eggs and bacon.
Yeah, exactly.
What did he say?
Eggs and bacon.
Breakfast does sound
Oh, yeah,
good.
that sounds good.
Eggs and bacon.
Yes, it does.
Build the.
Okay.
Thanks and beans. Thanks and beans.
You got the knowledge base,
Okay.
so you got plenty to build a bot on, so we can build it and test it.
Okay, hang on, just real quick. Do you remember what he was saying about this in the call on Sunday? Like, this is how it updates itself?
The AI created?
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay.
Remember you asked me about that.
I
was
did.
like, I didn't
Okay.
know.
Just a heads up, y'all, on this AI created documents, I think this is how it updates itself whenever it's interacting. I think that's what this is, but I'll go figure out that answer. And if someone else can figure it out faster than me, feel free to let me know. But I think that's what that is. Okay, so obviously, if you have, like we said yesterday, I'm just going to say one more thing. If you have transcripts from a like a Zoom, like we're doing right now, you would just download it in a file and upload it right here, and that could be your knowledge base too. So, or even Zoom calls that you film from someone else, as long as you have their permission. Okay, so we're going to go work on I want him to be a personality, and then I'm going to create different apps that are more specific. But first off, I want to create his personality because I think that would be more fun for people to interact with. So you have to unlock AI personalities, and we have unlocked it. So we unlock it, and for right now, we'll just call it Ask Albert. Maybe should put Einstein. I guess that should be a little more. Okay, this part is user facing. And we're just going to walk through the process together because I haven't actually done this. So we're going to go through this together real quick. I think I started his prompt a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I think I did do it. Yes, I started it. Okay, just a real quick tip. As you're going through your chat GPT or Claude or Perplexity, I would not do Perplexity, but I would do Claude on this. It's going to be giving you little tips going through there of like prompts of how to make its personality on the prompt part, like what we're working on right now. This is going to be.
Why would you do Claude and not Perplexity?
Perplexity is more like a research based. It's really good at finding information and going and sourcing it out, although ChatGPT has a version, and Gemini does too, that does really well and beats Perplexity in a lot of ways. But it's more research based. It's not like a conversational, natural language, hey, let's build something together. It's my understanding. Now, I've only used Claude like twice, and I just stick with ChatGPT. I'd stick with what works for me. So I just wanted to give you all a heads up that would work too, though. That was
Hey, just to add something that I was talking about yesterday, that thing that I did for the research and analysis for costs for 988 and the problems that we were having, and then I needed facts and figures to back all of this stuff as yearly cost. Chat GPT was down that day that I was trying to do this, and I couldn't get into it, and I needed to get this done. So I jumped over to Claude and did the same thing over there, and I was so impressed with
yeah.
with the results that I got. So just it's interesting to see both of them comparison.
How different they are.
Yes. And keep in mind, they're all racing against each other. So ChatGPT may be ahead, and then all of a sudden Gemini comes up and starts kicking ass. So they're all changing and evolving. That's another reason why we like everyday AI so much, is he's updated on all that stuff. Y'all think I'm a geek. This guy's like really got the.
Well, he's a tweaker.
Yeah.
He's quirky, but he's pretty cool.
Quirky's a good.
Does he remind you of Rob Schneider?
A little bit, yeah.
Saturday Night Live? Yeah, he looks like him, I think.
He does look like Rob Schneider. He's got a little bit of a sense of humor too, thank God. Okay, so real quick, as I was going down talking to ChatGPT or Claude, whatever you want to talk to, it gives you every once in a while little questions, and so you can start picking out like, hey, I want this in the prompt. I want it to talk like this, or I want it to quote this. So as you're running through this whole section, if you see any little things like that, just grab them. So that's why I'm recommending that. And then you put them all together, or I did, in a document, and I just kind of want to show you the process. I put all those little tidbits of information it was giving me in, where'd it go? Hang on, okay, right here. So I think this is what I did. Yeah, I just started doing stuff like collecting it as he was saying, as ChatGPT is talking, and I'm just collecting it, and then I would highlight it where you see this blue. I would highlight all that, take it into ChatGPT, ask it to ask me questions, summarize it, tell it what kind of expert I wanted it to be, and then it would shoot out something more clear. Then I would answer these questions, take it all back into ChatGPT, tell it what kind of expert I want it to be, what I want it to do, and have it re-summarize it again. So that's why these are two different colors, is to show you that these are different. And I'm kind of going down a funnel and cleaning it up and getting it a little bit more detailed of how I want it to be. This may seem boring, but this will get your prompt a little bit closer to where you want it to be. And I think this is where I stopped.
You want to tell them what you were talking to, what's her name about the other day, and she was trying to do without a.
Oh, Gabby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good point. So the reason this is so important is you can have a great prompt and you can have great inputs, but it really does need the knowledge base. And the reason here's an example of why we say that. There's, some of y'all met her on the call, Gabby. Gabby is she's another Deal.ai person. Anyways, she came into one of the training calls, and she and I exchange ideas when we're building things. And I was looking at one of her apps, and she's like, I just can't get the prompt to work the way that I want it to. It's not coming out with the output. So she tried it in ChatGPT and it worked. But then when she tried it in Deal.ai, it didn't work. And Joey was like, well, does she have a knowledge base? And I go, I don't think so. She uploaded a knowledge base, she got it perfect. That was the only difference. Distillation
Well,
process.
she didn't really remember. She didn't really know how to do a knowledge base with it, and
She didn't.
what we suggested to her.
That's true. Yeah. So we told her what kind of expert, like, and give it examples. Like we used Alex Hermosi. We were like, she's doing a social media thing. She was creating a social media calendar for Mexican restaurants, and it was not having the output. So we were like, take the past 30 days post of Alex Hermosi. I think we had something like that. We gave her the prompt and told her, like, try adding this in as the knowledge base. And when she did that, it changed it. And we were telling it what kind of expert to be, where to pull the information from, an example, if that makes sense.
She didn't know where to get the information to write those posts. So we had her look for have ChatGPT pull up like the last 30 days of posts by whoever she's talking about. And then what did we have her do about the put it in a document?
Take it in a document and put it in the knowledge base?
No, what did we have her put in the document though? Was it that?
I don't remember.
I think we had her take that from ChatGPT, upload the URLs, because the URL, when you upload a URL to knowledge base, it's only the URL of the page that you upload. So if that page has a lot of information on it, like when I went into Trainable the other day, and I took 5 pages and made 125 more pages out of it just by going into each one and clicking the next link and then adding that link in there, clicking the next link and adding that link in there. So yeah, it doesn't crawl a website, it only crawls the page you put in there. So every page of that website you want information in, you got to go to each page and load that page up. And so because she's looking for a vast amount of experience and knowledge on social media over a timeline, we had her have ChatGPT gather them out for the last 30 days. Any URLs she was given to upload the URLs and then do a summary of all that, of the posts themselves in a document and upload the document directly. Right? Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah. Okay, Yoda, I'm working. Okay, does that kind of make sense, y'all? Or are we losing everybody and you're like, is that what they do, whistle? Okay, so let's go back into ChatGPT and see if we can find where we were. Curiosity fuels progress, overall flow. Oh, I think I had it make the prompt. This was it right here. Yeah. Okay, so it did the prompt. So it described its core personality, what kind of greeting, an example of a Q&A flow. I'm going to have it do Easter eggs. I was going to try that out. I've never done that before, so this will be new. Trivia and fun facts, unexpected topic connections, encouragement and inspiration, feedback loop, overall flow. So we're going to try this and see if this, how this works. Although this is kind of more for the prompt on the back end, not the front end. But here, we're going to give it a shot. And you can, by the way, you can create your own personality this way. Oh, I didn't tell y'all this part. Did I tell y'all I wanted to make a version of my dad? So I could be like, and that's kind of where this idea came from. Did I not say that? I did. That was the biggest part. I can't believe I left that out. I was so excited because, okay, so around Christmas time, you start thinking about, your loved ones and stuff. And my dad loved Christmas. And Joey was talking about his mom, and I was like, man, it'd be so cool to talk to my dad still. And I know I can, communicate with him, but it's different, And I thought I should build an app that's my dad. And I know like all his fun things he said and all this knowledge he had, because I always wished I would have written a book for him. And I feel bad that I didn't do that before he died. It's like I really should have had him. I should have written a book with him. Anyway.
You could write a book of him.
Of him, I could.
That'd be really
Yeah, that's actually a great idea. I didn't think about that. So I thought about making an app that was my dad, and I could talk to him and interact with him. Now that I guess that does sound kind of creepy. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I was excited when I was saying it to Joey, but to somebody, now I'm saying it to y'all. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have shared that. Too far, y'all? Did I go too far? Is it a little too
There's some
Frankenstein?
sci-fi movie. I think there's some sci-fi movies about that.
cool. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Okay.
It's like Superman talking to his mother and his fortune of solitude.
Talking to his dad in the Hall of
Hang on, I
Crystals.
got
or-
honey on this.
Yeah, right.
So I got an old idea, huh?
Well, let's not necessarily old. Let's just say it. The technology hasn't been there to make it happen until now. How about that?
Yeah, there you go. Sorry, I had honey on my coffee mug and I don't want to get that on my keyboard. Okay, so that was, okay, that's just a little side note. And I thought some people might want to memorialize someone they loved and missed. And so this could be a way to help people to do that as well. But now that I'm saying it out loud, there may be like, people might be like, ew, that's kind of creepy. But sometimes you're
I think
also onto
I
something.
think writing the book for him would be a great job, like a book of his sayings and things you learned. From him.
Yeah, like I thought about naming it. Well, yeah.
What?
I was gonna say I was gonna write a book and it'd be shit my dad said. I thought that'd be so funny because he said so much.
Shit, my
fun.
drill sergeant said.
And then I was like, you probably should take out the cuss word. Yeah, I was thinking about. Oh, before you said, were you really Sully? Okay, I don't feel crazy now. Well, I feel crazy anyway, but that's cool. Yeah. I don't think you can. You said you weren't gonna be able to talk. Really? Wow. Oh, tomorrow he died on Christmas. 23 years tomorrow. Your dad died on Christmas, Sully? Holy freaking cow, that's intense. Well, if Sully pops in there again, let me know. That's heavy, Sully. Okay. Well, Sully, if you want to do that, I'm thinking about doing it too. So I understand. Maybe we can build it together.
Well,
Okay.
this kind of relates to what he wants to do with the interviews.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. Yeah.
And
You can even have like a
I'm really,
character.
I'm super interested in that because I think it would be real beneficial because, uh, like for me, I'd like to know a lot more about like our first presidents and stuff, and a lot of stuff that they don't really
Say.
talk about in history and stuff, and like some of the presidents we may know their names, but we don't really know what they did or actually how they formed America and stuff. You know what I
Right?
mean? And I just think that'd be awesome.
And you can control the information that goes in. That's why I was explaining the knowledge base so much. It's not just all this garbage out there. It's stuff that you get to specifically pull into it and there's no agenda.
Yeah.
Excuse me, like sometimes you go on other sites, even ChatGPT, excuse me again, and there's like this agenda. And it's like, dude, I just want the information. I really am not trying to,
Turn everybody against.
right. It's like this isn't a judgmental thing. I truly just want information, especially for your kids, because you want them to think creatively. You want them to put the dots together. You don't want something doing it for them. Sully's voice is not doing well right now. Oh, you know what, Sully? A lot of people are having that right now. I would put in chat instead. Okay, yeah. Well, I will say a prayer specifically for you and your dad. That's in your family. Yeah. Okay, so we got the prompt here. And like I said, I just bring it on here so I can see my process and also in case I need to make corrections and know where I was coming from. Oh, come on, screen, go down. I was just going to change the color so I can, there we go, keep it straight. Hopefully that was it. No, it wasn't. Oh, well. So I just changed the color so I can keep it straight. I know I'm nerding out just a little bit on this, guys. Just bear with me. I'm not trying to bore you. I have a process, and if I lose it, then I lose it. Okay, so then we're going to go back into, we're going to put that part in the instructional prompt right here, because this is what is talking to the back end. And this is where the coding is going to be built for the personality. So I'm going to put that in here, what I just copied. Did I get all of it? I think I did. Let's pull that down so we can see a little bit better. Okay. Fun and motivational trivia. Did we get it all? Trivia and inspiration. Yep. All right. So we gave it some examples, told it what we wanted. Now I can obviously go in here and say a little bit more. I feel like I've been talking to ChatGPT the whole time to get this down real specific, so I'm not going to go in there right now. Personality type. Ooh, historical figure. I don't know if that changes things. Let's put historical figure. Name. Albert. I've never done this before, so let's see if that changes anything. Obviously, they have it in there for a reason. That's interesting. Strictly remain on topic. All starts all conversation. AI starts all conversation. And we're going to go pull the knowledge base, which is Albert Einstein down here. And then we're going to come up here and do a description that is user facing. Oh, and I did not make an Albert Einstein icon. We'll do that together. Okay, so let's go into ChatGPT real quick and say, hi, James. Please create a user-facing description of this prompt, personality of this Albert. You know what? Can I talk it? Oh, you don't have voice dictation on yours. Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein personality. Okay. Keep it brief and lighthearted, but descriptive for an audience of all ages who have curiosity to learn. So that may have not been the best prompt, but we're going to try it anyway. Like I said, you can kind of just go in there, kind of dump it in. If you're not getting the output that you want, you can always go in and course correct, but just kind of get it going. Curiosity, let's see. Creativity, life. Step into the mind of one of history's greatest thinkers. Albert Einstein is here to chat, inspire, and even surprise you with. All right, so we don't need emojis. We're going to take that out. And we're going to do that. It might be too long because I think you're limited on characters on this one. Dive into the world of curiosity. I don't know why AI uses the word dive so much. Dive, delve. Okay, and then we need an image here to upload. So I would highly recommend it will not let you save all this until you filled everything out. So don't click off this page. All you want to do is come up here and duplicate your tab. You would just click there, duplicate your tab. I've already got one duplicated, so we're going to hop over here. And, oh, you can put a knowledge base on your bot. That's how I got this pulled up. I learned this on Sunday. If y'all create your own chat bot, which I'm doing right here, you can upload a knowledge base to your chat bot, and it will totally do support for you and answer questions and sell products for you. And it's just like your little chat bot that's at the bottom of the corner of the screen. Or you could sell this to other people and build them chat bots too. I just found that out this weekend. That's why I have this pulled up here right now.
Where do you do that at?
It is.
Drum roll, please.
Dun, 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 I don't know. I gotta find it. Y'all see it on there? Chat Wizard. There it is, right here. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is. Yeah. And you go into settings. I believe it is. Okay, this lets you put it on any website. Copy and clip. You can put it on any website. That means you can do it for customers too. Chatbot settings. I think no, it's not there. It's in, is it AI settings? AI settings. There it is, knowledge base right there. I could load it up with Albert Einstein if I wanted. I could become an HVAC refrigeration trainer. Ask Suzanne. So yeah, it's pretty freaking cool, man. Whenever they told us that this weekend on the call, I was like, holy freaking cow. I mean, this platform is just freaking awesome. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna make an icon for it real quick. So Tom made a really good point yesterday. He likes to use Logo Maker. I know most of the people that I'm learning from all do scroll stopping ads. I find scroll stopping ads challenging because I don't do the best prompts for them right now. So we're going to go just use Alchemy Workshop for this one. And we're going to give it a 1x1 because it's going to be an icon, and just give it a description of in hyper realistic images. That's where we are, if I didn't say that already. Create an image for a circular app icon of Albert Einstein. Whoops. Okay, and then we're just going to do create. It's going to take it a minute to get it going. Once again, you can have any particular prompt you want up there. And I've actually found sometimes the simpler the prompt, the better. Oh, well, that does look like him.
I do it a couple of times.
Yeah, so let's say we want, what about blue tone? Like put some blue coloring in there. So since
it's the color of your app, do gold or bronze, silver with blue highlights.
Bronze. So since our app colors are blue and gold, I know his ear itches, with bronze, silver, and blue tones. Since that is our colors for the app site and for Alchemy Workshop AI, we try to have all of our icons kind of have that. So you can see in here, we've tried to stick with like blues and silvers. Oh, there's a mix because I was doing my single mom stuff in there. But we try to, and Joey's got trucks. But see, there you go. Ooh, it looks a little scary. So, yeah, so I'm going to give it 3 stars and have it regenerate. If you don't like it, give it 1 star, regenerate. If you really like the image, but you still want to see another one, do 5 stars and regenerate, because it's actually taking your information. And these image makers are actually learning you. So that's why it takes a while, for example, to get good at scroll stopping ads. It has to sort of study you and learn you. I'm not consistent with it yet, but everyone I know who is very good with AI and has a lot of success with it, they all use scroll stopping ads. He looks a little bit like he's got a liver disease right there. Silver, Blue, and Gold, my favorite Bad Company song. Yeah, so he looks like he's got some liver issues there, so we're going to regenerate. I guess we could have edited it. Oh, and here's another thing. Let me show y'all. Down here, if you hover over these, let's see, where did it go? Come on. Okay, so now you can delete them. You couldn't delete them before.
You could.
Oh, okay, so you could delete them before. Upscale image, remove background. You can sell it on Marketplace. You can edit it and share it. You can pin it. There's a lot of options up here. And you can see the prompt for it too. That wasn't an option before either. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I like that one.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, so we're going to download it. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody want to hop in here and make suggestions or have an idea?
Rock on.
Rock on. Okay, so now we're going to just take it into Canva real quick to resize it. Einstein, did I spell that right? And, oh, actually, I don't even need to save this. So here's another trick you can do. You can, I didn't even need to save this. You can right click, copy image, go into Canva. Oops, I need to fix that. Okay, go into projects. Let's see here. I think it's square 1x1. Oops. Let's go back. Move to folder, open a new tab. There we go. Okay, so we are going to delete this guy.
Did you guys actually trademark Trainable Pro yet?
Not yet. Not yet. We act like we have, but we haven't actually done it yet. We're close, sort of.
I've got a buddy who's an attorney in Oklahoma who's said he was going to work on it for me, probably after the holidays up.
Okay, so what I did is I pasted it here instead of, I just copied and pasted. Sometimes it doesn't like to do that the first try. So you just click retry again. Then you right click, you paste it again. Oh, it just doesn't want to take it right now. Hang on, let's retry this again. We're just going to put him in like that. Okay. And then there he is, right there. See, Tom, it resized it perfect when I just barely moved it on this one. Yeah. I don't know why sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. And
Yeah, we were struggling with that the other day.
that was a pain. Did you ever get that figured out?
No.
Okay, if you need me to, if you want me to mess with it, just send it over to me and let me know. Okay, so the backgrounds in Deal.ai are transparent, which means you can make your icon shape whatever you like if you take it into a program like this. So you always want to make sure your background is transparent also. Just a heads up. Another quick tip is whenever you are downloading any image that you're going to put into Deal.ai, when you rename it, you want to rename it something that is within your keywords because all that stuff's getting picked up whenever someone crawls your pages. So let's see, we would do like Albert Einstein at. You could do just, I guess, Albert Einstein.
Talking to Al. Chatting with Al.
Icon. I know that one wasn't like super keyword strong, but if we're ever promoting this, this would be an app we would put out there for people to use to experiment with. And so Albert Einstein app is probably would become a keyword on that funnel, that particular funnel. And then I save it to my desktop. That's just me. And then later on, I clean my desktop because I know if Tom saw my desktop, sometimes it might stress him out. No. Okay, we go into click to upload. And we had out there he is. No, he's not. Albert Einstein app icon. I should put Fat Albert in there and let people get confused. No. Okay, there you go. There he is. All right, now we're going to do create. And so it created it and it published it. We are going to go try it out now. So, whoops. I refresh. Let's go back over here. Okay, so whatever app you create is usually at the bottom. There he is right there. Okay, let's go try him out real quick. Let's see what he says, what he does. Okay, hello, I'm curious. Yoda. Shonda Albert. That's funny. Okay, hello, I'm curious. Hello, my curious friend. I'm Albert Einstein, your guide to the wonders of science, creativity, and life. Ask me anything, relativity, creativity, or even why I never wore socks. I'll do my Yoda. Yoda. I'll do my best to provide answers that are both simple and enlightening. Shall we begin? Okay, what do y'all want to ask Albert? If you could ask him anything.
What projects did he work on with Henry Ford?
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
What project
Historical context.
you work? Okay, hang on. I got Zoom bar here. I can't see. What projects did you work with on? Come on, Zoom. Work on with Henry Ford.
Wait.
Henry.
What are his beliefs and values based on?
All right, Teddy, we'll do that one next. Hold that question. Oh, during my lifetime, I did not directly work on any projects with Henry Ford. Our paths were quite different as my work focused primarily on theoretical physics and the development of the theory of relativity, while Henry Ford was known for revolutionizing the automotive industry and mass production techniques. However, we both were influential figures in the 20th century, contributing to the scientific and industrial advancements of the time. Was there something that they worked on together? Because I'm missing this.
I thought I remember that there was a movie that they were supposedly collaborated on some stuff, or maybe that was Thomas Edison.
I think that was Edison because he was part of that Think and Go Rich group of what you call it.
Okay, hang on, Teddy, hold that question just real quick. And did somebody drop something in the chat? John S. Albert. Were you involved with the Manhattan Project? Yeah, there you go. Paul Simon. You can call me Al. Yeah, that's a good one. Sully, leave it to Sully to do the music. Okay. Thomas Edison. While fascinating, there is no documented direct collaboration between myself and Thomas Edison. We were, however,
Edison and Henry Ford.
Okay, we were, however, contemporaries, both making significant impacts in our respective fields. Okay, all right, so let me move that up there. Okay, Teddy, what was your question again?
What what are your values? What are your beliefs and your values based on?
And then we'll get to yours next, Brett, because that's a good one.
This is Henry Ford,
No, this is Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein. Okay,
Henry Ford could be another one, though.
yeah, that would be a good one.
My
I'd like to
belief.
do
Uh-huh.
I'd like to do Jefferson.
Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, forefathers would
George
be a good one.
Jefferson?
Hey,
Oh, we
Oh, of
have
course,
him.
of course.
Why not?
Why not?
There you go. My beliefs, this is what it says, Teddy. My beliefs and values are a reflection of my experiences and the times I lived in. At the core, I value curiosity and a relentless quest for understanding. That's true. As I have often said, the important thing is not to stop questioning. I believe imagination is more important than knowledge, for it is boundless and can lead us to new discoveries. I am a strong advocate for peace and have spoken out against war, militarism, driven by my experiences during the tumultuous times of the two world wars. I have also shown support for civil rights and have been vocal against racial discrimination. Scientifically, I hold deep regard for the pursuit of truth. I believe that through the scientific method, we can uncover the underlying order of the universe, although I also cherish the mystery of what we cannot know. Philosophically, I've been quite influenced by Spinoza's view of God, seeing the world as a manifestation of a deeper reality rather than believing in a personal deity. My views are a blend of empirical inquiry and a sense of wonder about the universe's complexities. That's a pretty good answer.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I like that. I'm
Yeah,
glad
I
we're
like
friends,
that too.
Albert.
I
Okay.
definitely could relate to that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can. The Jeffersons. See that? Okay. Were you involved? Can I grab this? Were you involved in the men? Let me copy that. Oh, you're gonna piss him off, Brett. Manhattan Project. Ian. That's what I was about to say. Spell it right. There we go. Manhattan Project. Okay.
That's the intention.
Oh, to misspell it?
I don't know. It's probably
Oh,
way off.
okay. The Manhattan Project, Brett. An endeavor, no, he didn't really say it. An endeavor that produced profound moral and ethical dilemmas. My involvement, while crucial at an early stage, was indirect. In 1939, I signed a letter to President Franklin D. Roosevelt alerting him to the potential of nuclear weapons and urging the United States to begin research. An act prompted by physicist Leo Sitzler.
Sillard.
Sitzler.
Sillard.
Thank you. This letter is often cited as a catalyst for the project. However, I did not work on the Manhattan Project itself. My pacifist beliefs and views against war would have made direct involvement difficult, and I was not invited to participate due to security concerns and my political views at the time. My contribution were more about raising awareness than participating in the development of the atomic bomb. I can remember reading stuff
Good for him.
yeah, about this. So that sounds like stuff that I've read about him. Yeah, that's a good question. Hey, you know that biohacker, Dave Asprey?
Mm-hmm.
So I think his grandmother worked on the Manhattan Project.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like, wow, a female at that time. So yeah, that's his lineage. I was like, yeah, no
That's
wonder.
interesting.
Yeah, I was like, no wonder
Yeah.
you're so freaking smart. Okay,
Well,
so
but
yeah, go
majority
ahead.
of women, majority of women built all the weapons and stuff. Like back during the wars and stuff, it was majority of the women that built everything
That is, yes, yes,
because all the men were at war.
yes, that is very true. In greater detail to me. Okay. Did Katie leave already? Oh, I missed her. Okay, so we're grabbing your question, Tom. We're putting it in there. That's a good one because I told him throughout this whole thing, I was like, simplify things. But if somebody wants in depth, be able to go into depth of it too. So this will be a good test for it. Uh, and oh, I'm sorry, some of y'all can't see. Tom, would you tell them the question we asked, please?
Yeah, I said, please explain your theory of relativity in greater detail to me.
Okay, all the theory of relativity. There are actually two parts of this theory: the special theory of relativity, excuse me, and the general theory of relativity. Special theory of relativity, 1905. This theory revolutionized our understanding of space and time. Its two core postulates are the laws of physics are the same for all observers in uniform motion relative to each other. That's a principle of relativity. The speed of light in a number two, the speed of light in a vacuum is constant and independent of the motion of the light source and observer. From these postulates, surprising consequences arise. Time dilation, length contraction, mass energy equivalence. Time dilation. A clock moving relative to an observer will tick more slowly compared to a clock at rest with the observer. Length contraction. An object in motion will appear shorter in the direction of motion relative to an observer at rest. Mass energy equivalence, expressed in the famous equation E equals mc squared, showing that mass can be converted into energy. And then there is his general theory of relativity, 1915. Oh, so like 10 years later, we came up with that. This theory extends the principle of relativity to non-uniform motion and introduces the concept of gravity as the curvature of space-time caused by mass and energy. It can be summarized by these key ideas: curved space-time, geodesics. Does anyone know that one? Geodesics? Gravitational time dilation. Curved space-time. Massive objects like stars and planets warp the space-time around them, and this curvature affects the motion of objects, a phenomenon perceived as gravity. Geodesics, I don't know what that is, but we're about to find out. Objects follow paths called geodesics in space-time, which are the straightest possible paths in a curved space. Oh, that's cool. Gravitational time dilation. Time runs slower in stronger gravitational fields and affect observable near massive objects. This theory has passed numerous experimental tests and is fundamental to our understanding of the universe, affecting everything from the orbit of planets to the behavior of galaxy. It remains one of the most cherished scientific contributions. So, shall I elucidate a specific aspect further?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm writing a response form.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's a nice way to break it down. I probably put in the most of his knowledge base on those two things, or those two subjects. Of course, there's the most information out there on those subjects too. Did you drop it in the chat, Tom?
Yeah, it's in there now.
Okay, please send through it. Okay.
And so everybody can see what I'm asking it for is that I want it to access current and development or further technologies and changes that have occurred since his death, and then see if he's going to revisit any of that stuff or it's changed his assumptions.
Oh, that's good. That's good, Tom. Ah, fascinating inquiry. Oh, okay. So let me read the question he had. The question that Tom put in there was, with the development of newer technologies following your death, do you feel there are any changes to your assumptions? And do you see any major breakthroughs in the upcoming years? That's a great question. Ah, fascinating inquiry. While I am not privy to the specifics of developments beyond my earthly tenure, science progresses by building upon and refining previous knowledge. My theories, particularly relativity, have withstood countless tests so far, underpinning technologies like GPS and aiding in our understanding of cosmic phenomena such as black holes. As for the future, I imagine advancements in quantum mechanics could yield exciting breakthroughs, perhaps even a unified theory that reconciles quantum mechanics with general relativity. The exploration of quantum computing and artificial intelligence also promises transformative potential, impacting fields from medicine to astrophysics. I trust that ongoing research into dark matter, dark energy, and the origins of the universe will further illuminate the mysteries of our cosmos, opening new chapters in the vast book of knowledge. Do you find these ideas captivating?
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
No, you know what? That was great though, because he's saying right here, so we could leave him like this, where he's admitting, "Hey, this is as far as I go." But I kind of like where your question went with that. So you could go in here and look at unified theory and go find like, okay, where is there any conversations about unified theory and Einstein, and make sure it's credible and reliable, and then put that in there and see if his answers change.
What I'd also like to do is see if he can access the research and be familiar with who's that one dude that with the from the Cosmos. He had that show Cosmos, and then he's passed away though. But he was huge into the universe and do you guys know who I'm talking about?
Kaku?
No, American,
Um,
really big in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, I do, but I'm drawing a blank on his name too.
I can see
Okay.
his
Him,
name.
yeah.
I could see his face. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up.
You want to look him up? Okay.
Yeah.
Quantum mechanics.
When in doubt, Google AI.
Reconciles quantum mechanics and general relativity. Okay, so actually, what I would do is I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go bring it into here, because this is something I would like to update in his knowledge base.
Carl Sagan.
Carl Sagan,
That's
yes.
it. I would like to
yeah.
see those two
Oh, that would be
combine
good.
and see what would happen if those two start kind of elaborating on each other's theories and see if maybe Einstein could access Carl Sagan's research and see what his assumptions would change, or he could predict what's coming.
Okay. Let's ask him real quick. Are you able to access Carl Sagan's theories and compare to them? Does that make sense how I'm asking this
Yeah, and
question?
compare and contrast to your own.
Compare and contrast your own. That would be cool, because then so your knowledge base would need to have Carl Sagan's theories in there. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, okay, it's doing something. A remarkable science communicator and astronomer who came into the prominence well after my time. While I do not have direct access to his theories, I can share what I understand of our differing approaches and ideas. Carl Sagan's focus: cosmic perspective, astrobiology, science communication. Sagan was renowned for popularizing the idea of Earth as a pale blue dot, emphasizing the interconnectedness and fragility of our place in the universe. He spearheaded the search for extraterrestrial life, advocating the use of space probes to explore other planets. Sagan's legacy largely rests on his ability to convey complex scientific ideas to the public through programs like the television series Cosmos. Okay, my focus: fundamental physics, theoretical insight, scientific progress, comparisons, methodology, impact. While I focused on theoretical physics and mathematics to understand the universe, Sagan emphasized empirical and observational methods to explore its wonders. Impact: both of us sought to expand human understanding, me through altering the fundamental perception of reality, and Sagan by inspiring millions to look beyond our planet. Certainly both paths reflect the endless journey of discovery, the intellectual curiosity I hold dear. Would you like to delve deeper into, there's that word delve.
Yeah, they use that a lot.
I know. Dill, dove, whatever. It's like no one talks like that. That's how you know it's AI right there.
I do.
Joey
So
talks like that all the time. Very,
I
very
am
mythological.
AI.
Not
yeah,
mythological.
as he walks around in his velvet robe with a pipe and
Like he's on Game of Thrones.
and he's postulating the theories
Right.
of the universe.
Postulate the theory. Yeah, as I delve into.
Oh, it's good.
Yes.
Joey, I wish there was a way that we can combine both of our models, our AI photo models, so you can have us in a room that are as like going over like a chalkboard or something.
Oh, that's a
You
good
know,
one. Yeah.
I tried to put both prompts in to do Susanna and I together, and
Yeah.
it made Susanna look like me. It
Oh,
was
really?
really, really
Yeah, I
creepy.
always thought that that would work because it's asking for a name. Well, that's
I know.
interesting.
Right.
It doesn't do it.
You would think.
It's creepy.
Or keep messing with it. They may fix it. They fix a lot of their bugs in there, and they keep getting better and better.
Well, you know what? I think just by doing this shows that it's a little bit disappointing that it can't pull from research that's outside of its own knowledge base. And I would think that it should be able to. I mean, both of those people that we mentioned in there, Carl Sagan and Henry Ford and Thomas Edison, it's saying, well, I don't have access to their particular things. It's like, well, why wouldn't you? I mean, that stuff is out there in readily available on the internet. Why wouldn't it be able to go out and find it?
So can you have things pull from a specific, can you have them be specific, the knowledge bases, so that you keep it um, very reliable and credible without judgment, and also have it have access to the general to go find information to compare to, like,
Right.
say, Thomas Edison? I'm genuinely asking a question.
Yeah, and that I'm curious about that as well. Because you would think that it would be able to.
Yes. So these are good questions. This is how we figure it out. We start poking the box and figuring out, like, oh, it's got, a flaw here, or hang up here, or this is good. Then this is good. Okay, so Thomas Edison, Carl Sagan. So just for the hell of it, I'm going to go upload some stuff on them. Maybe not right now, but because we're at 9:29 right now, but I'm going to make those adjustments and see if it changes the way that it talks back and forth. Because you could probably go in and find some really good stuff on Carl Sagan, right? Like,
Yeah, and I'm sure that a lot of that stuff, I mean, you have to think there's going to be certain authors where some of their books are not going to be readily available for public consumption, but Carl Sagan he was a scientist. So most scientific research materials and that kind of stuff should be available for free that you can, free PDFs that you can download into the database.
find the book. Okay, this is not really what I'm looking for.
Heck, if nothing else, I'm also wondering if it's not available readily available on the internet through most of our searches, most public libraries have, if you've got a public library card, you can get the books,
Mm-hmm.
pull them in digital format.
Yes.
And I would think that you'd be able to, if it's a PDF and that kind of stuff, put it into your database.
So you can come, this is a good one for that, just what you were saying, Tom, and you're exactly right. You can do it that way. I don't know if this one has a download. Oh, it does have a download. So if you come to archive.org, y'all may know this one. It's sometimes it'll let you download the PDFs. Over here, sometimes it says unavailable and you have to pay. But it'll let you, this one apparently does full text. Look at that. You can download it. Wow. Okay, 20 files. Wow. Carl Sagan, A Path Where No Man Thought. Has anyone read this? I have not read this.
Mm-mm.
Wow. Nuclear Winter and the End of the Arms Race. Wow.
I think this one was referenced. I listened to that audiobook of she just recently did one on nuclear war, World War III.
Oh,
And it was fascinating. And I think she referenced some of his stuff in there.
oh no. Oh. Let's all say a prayer for Randy too. He just sent a text to all of us that he's having lots of car issues right now. I know
Oh,
he was traveling.
He's Ubering around. So.
Yeah. Oh no.
Where were they traveling to?
They went to Chicago, right? To go to the game.
I guess they weren't able to get a rental car.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Well, so this is really good to know, y'all. This is good. And then
Go down.
go down.
PDF.
PDF.
ebook format.
Okay, let's see if it'll do that. No.
Ann Jacobson, Nuclear War by Ann Jacobson.
Ann Jacobson.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta go.
Okay. Well, I know this is fun. Okay.
No.
Okay, so I know sometimes it's a little boring, but let's see. Thursday is our next session, correct? Merry Christmas. Yes.
Yes.
Did Sully leave already? Oh, yes. After Merry Christmas Thursday. Yes, Thursday. If anybody wants to hop on. I've
Merry
missed
Crispness.
Christmas. Oh, am I still sharing? Unshare. Okay, I know I'm trying to be like somewhat entertaining as I teach this stuff, and I know I'm not. I could.
You're totally not there.